Since January, some 29 criminals have been deported back to their home countries, almost all of them from the freely associated states. They were sent home under a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement deportation program immediately after serving their jail terms. Attorney General Doug Moylan says he wants to start a new program aimed at deporting them even before trial.
We've already gotten some hits of defense attorneys that are showing an interest, and their clients are showing an interest in that program. And then even the post-trial, the ones that are still pending completing their sentences, to see whether or not they're a likely candidate, again, in coordination with the crime victim, to suspend the balance of their jail time with the consent of the judge by entering a stipulated amended judgment.
Pretrial deportation means they could be sent away before serving the full punishment for the crime committed. Moylan says it will be on a case-by-case basis, depending on the severity of the crime and the input of the victims.
The crime victim will be spoken with, will balance the interests that are at play here, because the taxpayers have an interest in not having to pay for them and their prolonged incarceration at the facility. We know that our facility is getting to that point of being overtaxed. It's important that we listen to the crime victim. The example is that the Tabata case, that was a murder case. We listened to the crime victim. Person was deportable. We decided to, at this point, just let him serve his time.
Moylan believes there's a low percentage of criminals returning once deported, but if they do manage to slip back in, they'll be put back in jail to serve out the time they avoided upon deportation.
If we can get them out under the federal government, it shows up on their immigration documents. They're going to have to try really hard to get that passport in FSM or wherever they're from, a visa, the stamp from the State Department. So I do have a high confidence in the federal government. The one that I see we're going to have to be very careful of is when they don't qualify for an ICE deportation, and then we get our local type of bench warrant put on them, because that bench warrant will also appear on Customs. If that name shows up, Customs will take them into custody and they'll be brought before a judge in the Superior Court. And then we can impose the sentence and put them back at DOC.
He says early indications are that there could be several dozen defendants that may opt for pretrial deportation. Nestor Lecanto, KUAM News.